All I know is I'm sick and tired of these things. I'm ready to kill them all.
All right, guys, there's no rain right now. We're very glad about that. It's been raining a lot, and it's supposed to rain a lot more, so it's time to go milk. All right, so all the animals are doing good. Gotta feed them as usual. I put Lucy over there, as you can see. Let's see if there's any babies. No babies yet. So we'll feed y'all, let her out. What y'all doing over here? You ready to get milked? We gotta milk you. So we got all the goats and chickens and stuff eating outside. Gives me a chance to come in and collect the eggs. And let's see how good these nesting boxes are doing. Which we got one there. That one's still kind of warm. And this one, that one's warm too. And then 2 duck eggs. So, got plenty of eggs this morning. Yesterday, whenever I put Lucy into the pen, I found a nest over there, and we probably had like, I think 12 eggs. There was half chicken and half duck eggs. So that's why they weren't laying over here. So having Lucy over there and locking it up at night, maybe we'll hopefully drive the chickens over here, but we'll see.
Your food's outside.
Mimi. Mimi. I wonder if you could do it without me over here. Get back, buddy. So we got it down where Mimi doesn't need me to hold her. She's really comfortable with us now. And Jaylena can get in there and milk and do her thing. Then Stainer over here and Peaches, they don't like it. So I gotta say, Jaylena's getting pretty good at this milking game over here. And we've been drinking a lot of this milk. We've been drinking, I would say, at least a quart to a quart and a half a day. And we get about 2 quarts a day. So we're keeping up with it, we drink it. I was trying to keep the other goats outside. But we drink it with our coffee. We use it to cook, and we just drink it as is, and we've really enjoyed it. We appreciate all your comments yesterday on things to try to add into their feed, and so we're gonna take that into consideration, and next time we go buy feed, we're gonna add some stuff. But so far, we're absolutely enjoying having some milk. Almost milked her dry.
Almost.
Think you got it all?
Another successful milking.
To the top.
To the top.
Thanks, Mimi. All right, guys, while Jaylena is over here filtering the milk, I wanted to show you something that I think is really awesome, and we're very fortunate to have this. I told you guys about this before, but we reached out to a fly trap company on Facebook. I saw them on there. I wrote them. They wrote me back. They sent us some fly traps. Check these out. These are meant for farms. They are bigger fly traps. They're not huge by any means, but this is a decent size, and it comes with a little bowl, and then all you do is you stick the bowl on the bottom. As you can see here, there's this little hook here that goes up. Hopefully you can see that. There's a hook in there, and it grabs that, and it keeps it where the flies go up in the bottom, go through the hole, go in there and get stuck. And then you have a bowl, and you're gonna slide this up in there, and it's gonna stay about right here. So you gotta come up with your own bait. They don't give you bait. That's so you can kind of, you know, trial and error, do what you need to do, come up with the best bait that works for you, because every instance is different. We all know that. So we're gonna come up with something and put it in here and see if it'll work. We're gonna try this out. We're in Texas, we have bad flies. Jaylena's over here doing the milk, and so we don't want our milk being covered in flies while we're outside. And so we don't want the goats to be either. So as she's doing that, I'm gonna come up with something to put in here. So like everything we do, use what you got. So we got some duck eggs, got some garlic squeeze, got some Caesar, and then I'm gonna put some goat milk in it. We all know eggs stink really bad when they stay out. Garlic, it's got a nice smell to it.
It does. It stinks.
I can smell it from here.
It's like garlic smells good when you know you're gonna eat it, but when you know what it's for, it just smells bad.
I'm gonna put some Caesar because I'm sure that's gonna stink when it gets heated up.
This means hot milk.
I am. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of this new goat milk that we just got. Fresh from the goat, it's still warm. Just gonna add just enough. Just to give it a little bit of a milky smell when it gets rotten. And then kind of blend it up. Get that egg going. Now, leave that out, let it get all hot in the barn, and I bet you it'll get some flies. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and put the bowl in here. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. It's not hard, you just gotta make sure that you don't spill it. You could probably do this before you stick it in there, but all you do, as you can tell, it's just going underneath, slide it under there, and it sits in there, and it's good to go. So now when you hang it, oh man, make sure that your hook doesn't come off.
You're gonna spill it. You're scaring me, bro. Here, my hands are smaller.
Oh.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
So, as you can tell, you hang it from the hook. It's all net, and then you got your bowl under the bottom, and then what they do is they get in the bowl, then they climb up on the green net, and you're thinking, well, why wouldn't they just like crawl back down and get out? I don't know, flies are stupid. So they crawl up in there, they go through the little hole at the top, then they get stuck in there. So let's go see if this works. So now that we're out here in the barn, got the fly trap, let's figure out where to put this, and let's see if it works. All right, so for one, we have our dog food. It's right down here, and you can see some of the flies and stuff. We don't want that, so what I'm gonna do is I hooked it right here onto our water tote that we don't really use anymore, but it's right over the dog food, so hopefully the dogs won't mess with it, but the flies will and get in there. But I set a fly trap yesterday to make sure it actually worked, and I put it in right over here with Mimi and Peaches and Stainer, and I wanted to do the ultimate test in the barn with the animals. So we wanted to do a full test on this fly trap, and the owner of the company, or whoever it was that was messaging me, I think he was the owner or co-owner or something, or maybe a manager, I don't know, basically said you're gonna have to try different positions, you're gonna have to try different baits and all that, which guys, look at this. I don't know if you can see, there's already a fly on the trap. So hopefully it's gonna work really well right there, but let's check out the other trap right over here. Look at this trap, guys. It's about a foot off the ground, inside the pen with the goats. And look at that, guys. You can't tell me this thing doesn't work. That's a lot of flies. Look at them all in there. Look at that, guys. That's a lot of flies. So I put the same bait in there that I made earlier. I did milk, some garlic. I used quail eggs that we had, and then a little bit of goat milk so they get all hot and nasty. Put a little bit of Caesar dressing, and then in that one I cut up like half a hot dog, just pieces, and stuck it in there. And then I grabbed a little bit of goat poop. Wet goat poop, I think is what it was, or maybe could have been some chicken poop mixed in it. Grabbed some of that, stuck it in there, right, Stainer? And guys, it's working. You can't tell me that this is not working. What do you think of this fly contraption here?
To be quite honest, we thought it was gonna be bigger, but we're happy with this size because it's not too big.
And just ignore Bam Bam over there going crazy.
But I didn't know if it was gonna work or not, but it seems to be working great. I'm curious as to how long it's gonna take for the flies to die in there. But I mean, as you can see, it definitely works, and we have 3 of them, so I'm curious to see how fast they fill up, and we will probably definitely be getting more.
So as you can see, there's already a fly over there getting on the bait, which is awesome. It's what we want. So
I'm sure the hotter it gets, the better it'll work, because you know, it has to be stinky.
Yep. But that's all of what, 2 minutes, and there were some flies already getting on it, so not bad.
Yeah, it's just flying around.
So when I reached out to this company, they're called the Ranch Fly Trap, and I just said, hey, we have a real issue here in Texas with flies. If you could send us some of these, we'd love to do a review on it and put it out there, promote your company and stuff. And so they just said, how about we send you a pack of 3? I don't remember the exact cost. They're not that expensive. We'll leave the link down in the description. But we'll send you a pack of 3. You can use them, try them out. You know, he said, make sure if you don't get a lot of flies at the beginning, make sure you try different bait, because sometimes it doesn't really work. As you can tell, it's working great. I think we hit the nail on the head with the bait so far. But the best thing about this is they're gonna give away 3 more to somebody else. So I want y'all to comment down in our comment section if you want one. So what they're gonna do is basically give us a free code to where you just type it in and it's 100% free. You just go to their website, you do all your billing stuff, blah, blah, blah. You put the code in, free, they ship it to you, you got 3 of them. So that's freaking awesome. This company has been really great to us so far. Their customer service is super fast. It's kind of like how we were promoting the chicken feeders we got. I'm not gonna promote someone that treats us bad or has bad customer service or a horrible product. And so far, I mean,
It's been great.
proof is in the pudding. Even though I think pudding would probably be some pretty good bait to put in there.
Yeah, rotten pudding.
Rotten pudding. So we're gonna keep an eye on that for the rest of the day with these traps and see if there's any more. Keep you guys updated. But if you guys want some of these free traps, comment down below and let us know if you want them for free. We're gonna give 3 of these away, a pack of 3 to somebody. So let us know. Go check out the link. Check them out. So far, they've been great.
Yep.
And we're not getting paid for this. The only thing we got paid for was free fly traps.
Yep.
Which we needed. All right.
All I know is I'm sick and tired of these things. I'm ready to kill them all. And if these traps don't work, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands.
So you heard that straight from her mouth, her gun-toting mouth, that if these fly traps don't work, we're taking them out back and we're gonna shoot them, all the flies in there, and then I give her permission to go in the barn and shoot all the flies.
You heard it. He gave me permission.
So the only time I give her permission to
I
shoot.
didn't have to ask for permission.
Oh yeah, she did. So since the weather is decent today, we actually
Or at
have,
least right now.
we actually have some blue skies and sun right now. Yeah, it's supposed to be rainy all weekend. We're gonna go check out the greenhouse and the garden. So we're out here in the garden. We had some bad storms come through yesterday and stuff, and this greenhouse got blown over, unfortunately. We'd only put 1 block on it to hold it down, and with the whole block and everything, it threw it all the way to that side. So good greenhouse, as you could tell, still standing. It held up to being blown over with a cinder block on it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And so to me, it just shows that that piping that they put on there was definitely worth it for 200 bucks compared to some cheap stuff it could have been. But it did blow this stuff over, which isn't a big deal to us. We're going to stake it down, probably go into town, try to find some stuff to stake it down a little better. That's the only downside that we've seen so far is with this greenhouse. It didn't come with stakes to stake it down, but it is what it is. We're not really worried about that because
we knew that's going to be an issue no matter what.
Yeah, and that's kind of why when we got it, we knew that it was bad storms, and we only put 1 block to hold it. It was a good test. The test showed it didn't hold it, and so but it did test out the strength of this greenhouse, and as you can tell, it looks just like it did whenever we put it up, so it didn't hurt it. But the company sent us an email, and they gave us a new link, and so the link is down in the other video, And
we'll add it to this one.
Yeah, we'll add it to this one too, but it's in the other video as well. I redid it. And then they said, if any of you guys want 15% off, use the code Jason15. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'll put it down in the description and you can get 15% off. That'll pretty much help you save on, you know, your shipping and maybe a little more. But yeah,
I think that's awesome of them to do.
It's $209 for this. And we didn't get paid to talk about this, nothing. We just got a free greenhouse. And they liked our videos so much that they said, hey, we'll do 15% off for you guys. So if you're interested and you wanted one, 15% off, guys. So that's pretty cool.
So we are so excited to start planting in the greenhouse, of course, once we get it secured. One of our awesome subscribers, Christy Morris, sent us a bunch of seeds in the mail, and we're super, super, super pumped, as Jason likes to say, to get started planting those. We'll probably go buy some supplies today for that. But right now, it rained a lot. We only like it when it rains because we don't have to water the garden. But let's go check on our plants and see if they've grown any more since last time we saw them. So as you can see, our corn is still growing. We're not really sure what to expect. This was an experiment. I know that you're supposed to plant them closer together and in rows, like more of a square in rows closer together, which next year we'll probably try the Back to Eden method, is it? Or no, the Three Sisters, something like that. But
we just have brothers.
Bro. But
She just broed me.
we lost a bell pepper. Whenever the greenhouse blew over, it blew over right here and it got some of our tomato plants and unfortunately a bell pepper plant. But we still have this one, it's going strong. Hopefully we'll get some more out of that. You guys, check this out. We got tons of cherry tomatoes. I need to pick some of these and take them inside. I eat them every single day already. With the tomatoes we have, they're all turning red and we have a ton of them.
These plants were kind of getting beat up by the sun. They were a little droopy, and since we got that rain, it really helped them come back. I was a little worried. I thought maybe we messed up, but so far, we're still getting stuff. And as you can see here, I mean, these pepper plants are growing like crazy. We have no shortage of peppers around here. Look at all these things. These are decent peppers right here.
Need some garlic, bro.
What are these? Green.
These are salsa peppers. They're kind of spicy like jalapenos, but they're not jalapeno. It's a big boy. These are my favorite. I love jalapenos. They're growing in really good, and I'm really excited. I want to get some more of these jalapeno plants.
They look like little fat fingers.
Looks like I found another one that's pretty much ready to be picked. Someone said that the smaller that you pick them, the better they'll taste. So, got another zucchini.
As you can see, our okra is growing really good. When are you supposed to pick that? We're not 100% sure when you're supposed to pick this okra, so please let us know. To me, that's pretty big. I think it's probably time to pick it, but I have no idea.
So all in all, the garden's doing great, and this is today's garden haul.
So a lot of you guys are always asking us, like, do y'all have jobs outside of the homestead? Like, do y'all do anything for money, or you make your money on the homestead or YouTube, or what's going on? And so Jaylena and I do video and photo for musicians and stuff like that. And today we're actually gonna go to a show. Well, tonight we're gonna go to a show. We're gonna, they're from Colorado. You guys know them even though you don't know them. They're the ones that created our intro song. And it's not just for us, it was a song that they created and we turned it into our intro song. We just cut out part of it. But you guys are gonna get to meet them. They're gonna come hang out tomorrow. We're gonna go to their show tonight. And then on top of that, guys, this is a huge thing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Family Ties.
Wasn't he on Star Trek or something?
He was on Star Trek. And the movie Blank Check. I don't know if you know who he is. His name is Brian Bonsall. He was the little kid with Michael J. Fox on Family Ties, and a lot of you probably know who that is. We have a big surprise. We may or may not be hanging out with him. I don't know. We'll see. You're gonna have to find out tomorrow. Just a teaser. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's a little bit longer. It's like a 20-minute vlog because she just kept talking. But
you know Jason likes to talk.
Yeah, as always, down in the descriptions, everything you need. Please, please, please comment if you want some of those fly traps. We're gonna give a pack of 3 out to somebody. And check out any link that we talked about down in the description for the greenhouse and 15% off. And if you need to know anything about us or whatever, it's down there in the description just below the video. You can't miss it.
All the good stuff.
See you tomorrow.